How's it, YouTube? Kolo here. So today we shall be doing a bit of DIY. I'll be installing a blind on this window here. As you can see, it's got plastic all around here, just full of plastic everywhere, which is tearing up. It's not so neat. It's been like this for a while now, so it was about time that I get to fix this window up. So this is the blind here. This is the blind here. The blind is, if you can see there, the width is 1200 millimeters. The length is 600 millimeters. Sorry, not liters. Definitely not liters. So the initial plan was to get a blind that will actually fit between or inside the window here, inside the window frame here, but this is a bit too large, if you can see. So in order for me to make it fit, I would have to grind off the sides and whatnot and cut the blinds one by one. So I'm not up for that. So what I'm going to do is I'll just put it on top here. I'll put it on top and then it'll just overlap the window a bit. So that is the plan for today with the DIY stuff. So I'm gonna go into it, get all my drills set up. I'm gonna be using this Ryobi drill here and screwdriver. I believe this thing uses a star screwdriver, so I'll be using a star screwdriver to lock it in. So here guys, let me set up, let me get ready, let me take the blind out, see what's going on up in here. Okay guys, so I just unclipped these things here, about to take out the blinds. What do we have here? Instruction manual about the blinds. Instruction manual about how you do this thing. Sorry. Okay, and then we have probably the hardware that you're gonna need to do this installation. I'm just gonna break this apart. Okay, we have this plastic things. You know, these things I never usually know what these are for. I don't know what's that for, but all right. Yeah, I never use them, but I think maybe they to hold the cable that takes the blinds up and down. I think it's meant for that, to maybe hook them to just make it neat. It's just to hook the cables there. I've got two mechanisms that will hold the blind. So since I am not putting the blind inside and I'm putting it on top to overlap the window because the blinds are a bit bigger, so what I'm going to do is, instead of putting them like here, if I put them here, then I will be able to put it inside. But since I'm not going that route, I am going to mount them up here, so they will stand like this, and this one like that. Simple like that. So as to how much, the nice thing about blinds is that as soon as these things are on, you can move the blind until it centers. Depends on you. So as long as these guys are nice and in to leave enough gap for so that the blind mustn't fall easy. So I'll probably have this one round about there and this one round about there, and then I can just shift the blind until it's in place, but you'll see what I mean shortly. So let us go ahead and see. So these are the holders. in here, it's the screws to hold these things here. What do they call these things? Let me just see here. Not actually sure what they call them. Mounting bracket. This is a mounting bracket. So these are the screws for the mounting bracket. So that's what I'll be using, and the mounting, the screws are, okay, they recommend using a drill bit of 5.5 mil. 5.5 mil drill bit that I should be using. That's what they recommend here. I will check if I actually do have it. I'm gonna check now in this tool kit that I have here if maybe there's a 5.5 mil. So unfortunately this is not written as to what size the drill bit is here, but let's just take off one of these guys here. What I will then usually do is I'll just size them up like this. See, I'll just size them up like that. I don't know if you can see, but the drill bit is a bit smaller than this guy here. So ideally you just want to use the 5.5 mil drill bit. It will be easier because you'll probably just drill once and then just put this in. So what might happen with me now is that I might drill and then this guy might not fit, so I might just need to make the hole a bit bigger. So we'll see what will be the case, but I'm going to use this drill bit here. I've got other drill bits, but now I'm just a bit lazy to go and get them in the garage. So I'll just use what I have here. I should be able to get it right. Let's take the drill. Nicely charged up. Okay. So one other thing I'm gonna have to go get, guys, is a step ladder, or I'll just grab a chair so that I can use to drill, because now you don't want to drill like this. You must drill right in a level that you can actually drill straight, because if you like this, you don't know if you're straight or how you're making the hole. So rather be in a nice height. Again, guys, this is how I do it. It is not necessarily the right way to do it, but it's the way that works for me. Get the job done. It gets the job done, yes. So just put this in here. There we go. The speed is nice and high. When I reduce the speed a bit, yeah, it was a bit high. Okay. And I don't want to make the mic dirty as I drill here. So I'm just gonna do my markings. I'm gonna use just this little screw to just make my markings. So basically, because the mounting bracket for me can be anywhere from here, like in this region here, it can be there, and then I'll just move like I said before, I'll just move the blind to either side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a peace sign, stretch it as much as I can. Then I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna put a marking there on my second finger there, and then I'm gonna do this. So this notch here is gonna go there, so I know. Just make a marking. You can just use a pencil to do the markings. I can't find my pencil close by, so I'm just using this. It will do the work. So I have got my first hole where I will drill it in, and then I'm also gonna mark my second hole. Okay, I just marked the second hole, so at least the first hole is a straight one. You cannot move it once it's in there, but at least the second one you can move to adjust if it's not straight. So So I've got my holes on this side, all my markings on that side. And now, sorry if you don't see anything, I'm gonna do my markings on this end. Again, it's gonna be a peace sign. I stretch it as much as I can. I put it in there. I do my marking. Sorry guys, you can't see me with this one. Okay, the peace sign is there. Again, I'm gonna make my markings for both of them. There we go. Okay guys, so I have my two markings. Let me see if I can show you. So I've got my two markings. I don't know if you can see them there. There's one there and there's the other there. So those are the markings that I'll be using. Let me put you guys back. I'm gonna start with my drilling. Let me start on the side that you can see me before I block you guys out. Again guys, for me I find it easier if you're nice and level with where you need to drill in. Drill must be straight. So I'm gonna do my first incision. Okay, I wanna up the tempo of this thing. It's a bit too slow. I have it on drill, on hammer, because it's a brick wall. And guys, when you're doing drilling stuff on the wall, just make sure that there's no pipes behind. This wall, I know there's no pipes at all on this whole wall. So before you actually make drilling, just make sure there's no pipes. I have once made a mistake of drilling. I was doing stuff in the bathroom, then I drilled, just saw water squirting out. And it's not an easy fix when it's like that, because now you have to break so that you can block that pipe inside. So if you can, try to check if there's nothing behind the wall, no pipes or anything of the sort. So I've done my first hole. I'm just gonna test if we can fit this guy in. So it fits in, but not entirely, so I'm just gonna make it a bit bigger. It goes in. So the other thing that I would usually do is get a hammer and just hammer it in a bit. So I'm gonna go fetch a hammer quickly. Hammer. So I'm just gonna hammer it slightly just to make sure that it fits in nicely there. Usually when it's like that, I know that thing is not going anyway. So I'm gonna do my second incision now. Well, what we can do from here to be on the safe side is now to take this guy and one of the bolts. You must just check, guys, there's different bolts on these things. For this, you want to use the roller bolts. Put them all here. Okay guys, so there is long bolts like this, and there is short bolts like that. So these are the two types of bolts that this came with. The others will be for these thingamajigs here, which I believe is for that rope for the blinds. So I will be using the tall ones or the long ones. The long ones, there's 4 of them. and there's 4 of these guys. So that's what the long ones are for. It's for the job I'm currently busy with. So I'm gonna just put the mounting bracket in there. Okay, and then this I used to make sure that I still align, and I wish I could show you now, but yeah, perhaps I can show you. And then falls the mic, but you see the first hole is there. You see the marking is also in there. So far the marking is according to plan. The markings are working fine, so I'm still on a good track. I can still drill where I had initially marked. It's gonna be a close fit, but it's where the marking is, so I'm gonna go ahead. Let's speed again. That's a tough one in there. That's one tough one. Let's go all out on this thing. Drop it, is it okay? Okay, eventually got it in. Okay, there we go. So it seems like we're in there, and these are flat. You can use a flat. You can use a flat and a star. I've got a flat here, but it's a bit big, so this is the toolbox that I'm using for this job here. This is all I need for this job. Just need spanners, star spanner. So I'm gonna fit a nice star one for this guy. No. Okay guys, so I'm gonna attempt. Okay, but first things first, we need to make sure that this guy goes in. Up the chair again. So you can see it's not going in nicely in there. And the one other thing I can tell you is that as I drilled in, I wasn't straight, because I can feel that this thing is not, it's going a bit down. Okay, let's test again. Nope, it's not working out. So this is the not so nice part when you're using a smaller drill than they recommend. So now I have to keep making the hole bigger until it fits the correct size. So I had to be using a 5.5 mil here, but yeah, laziness. Now this. Again, and it's in. So let's see if our bracket will go in. Okay guys, we'll take you here. As you can see, my pin is in, or the mounting bracket is in, and nice and level. I will use a leveler later just to make sure that it's nice and level. But so far the screws are both in, and we're looking good for this mounting bracket. I'll just tie them down, probably at where they are now. That's a bit straight, so I'll tie them down nice and tight, and then we'll put that second bracket that comes in there, and then we'll see. There's a hole. Let's see if this will fit. Here we go. Fits in nicely. And then we're gonna again do the test. Nice and dirty now. If I can find the other bracket. Here's the other bracket. Okay guys, so with this one, this bracket is a bit, the second drill hole is a bit out, so that's not a deal breaker. I'll just make another one here, another mark. Wanna make another mark. Okay guys, so the first mark I made was not the one, so after doing the second test I can see where my other marking has to be, but I did suspect this one the first time I did it, so we know the second one must be there now, so that's why we're gonna drill. Okay guys, let's see if this guy's going in. Nope, not yet. I could force it, but I might break this. So now start again. Nope, not yet. So guys, again, if you use the correct drill bit size, you'll only just drill in once, and then they will fit exactly. So why am I doing it this way? Because sometimes I feel, I don't know, I was working in my garage, then I drilled to size, but maybe I used a little bit bigger drill bit, but then when I put in this thingy, I don't know what you call this, when you put it in, it went in nice and smooth, but then it didn't take long for it to come out of the screw all together. So this way at least I can make it a tight fit, and then when I screw, because this guy here will get bigger because of the screw, and I know that thing will hold. So that's one of the other reasons why I do it this way, but it is not recommended. I also don't recommend it. Sometimes it makes it tedious. So there it's in guys, so let us see if we are Okay, can see the holes. 1, 2. I'm scared to move you because if I do, I'm not gonna be able to put you guys okay again. So there is the holes. You can see. So I'm gonna just mount these. Okay. I can already see I'm a bit out, but not too much. This will still go in. Now it's the matter of just making it level. Just make sure it's level. Looks about level. So this is level, that is level. They all look aligned. So I'll just fasten it. Okay, there it's nice and tight. Both the mounting brackets are in, they look level, so it's now time to put this guy in. I'm now going to install the blind. This is the thing to open and close the blinds. I'll show you once I put it in how it works. Yes, I will remove this plastic once I'm done. And here are the ropes for the blinds to take it down and up and down and up and down and up and up and down. Okay, the moment of truth. Let's see if this goes in. So this is how it's gonna go in. So you must make it click. You know, you can see there is ears here that must hook into the blind. They must hook into the blind. So if it's like this, opened, this one is opened, you close it in like that. This will close it in like that. So they both opened, nice, and then it's time to put the blind in. So you have to just make sure that it hooks in there. Both the ears must hook in. Must hook in. Must hook in. Okay guys, so this is what I was telling you about now. See, the blinds are in. The blinds is in. I haven't locked it yet. As you can see, I haven't locked it yet. Let me move this chair. Just want to move this chair. So as you can see, I haven't locked both of them. And now I'm gonna measure if we are closing correctly here. The window. Almost look like it's the same amount of space. Looks like it will be level there. And then what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna lock it in. Just push this until it's in there. That's locked in. You're gonna do the same here. Push it in. Then it's locked in there as well. And the blinds are basically in. It's tight, not moving. Everything is in hundreds. So this guy, oh sorry guys, I just did a mistake. The mistake I did now is that I fitted the blinds in the wrong way. They have to go the other way. So let's do that quickly. So to do that, we're gonna open this. Oh shit. Oh well, sorry about that. That shouldn't have happened. Okay guys, I'm sorry, the battery is about to die. The battery is about to die on you. So before that, I've turned it back. And brake is still nice and tight. Awesome. Okay guys, blinds are in. I hope you're still on. Blinds are in now. Just a bit crooked. I'll fix that now. Okay, so the blinds are in. This is now when I drop the blinds, but there's no biggie. I'll fix that now. But there they're in nicely. I might just move them a bit there, but they're in, guys. So the little guy here, this guy goes in there like that, and then what you will do then is spin it until it closes, and there it goes. So as you can see, the space here, there's still a bit of space here. So what I'm going to do is I'll just turn this. Okay guys, so the blinds are in. There I've corrected the issue of the length this side. That side is also in. So if we pull this down, there we go. Close this up. If we need to open it, there we go. If we need to close it, there we go. Oh, it's closed already. Okay, there we go. Nice and in. Goes right down there. But I could, if it's too down, I can just leave it here. That will also work. So now these things, guys, this one's here. I believe you can like maybe put them here somewhere, and then you can hook this thing on them so that it's not in the way and just sliding around like that. So you can just put them here, hook them here. I believe that's for that, but for me it doesn't really matter. The blinds are in, that's all that matters, and it looks good. Thank you for watching, guys.